Hello, and welcome to today's subscriber contract, Eureka, set on the Dartmoor Garden Show and supplied to us today by xTehKittiez. So moving on to our briefing, the ones who look innocent are always sus. PS, kill Theo with the shredder and exit via the boat. No disguises allowed. So moving on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them along with 2 objectives. So for today's challenge we'll be starting at the default location, and we'll be bringing with us a fiber wire, a Matsume sword in a briefcase and a silent pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we are going to head into the garden show and around to our right, and we will encounter our first target around the side of the building, around by where the kitchens are located, and she is currently engaged in some flirting activities and part of a mating ritual that humans engage in, and we are going to interrupt that. So once we've interrupted the courting couple, the bodyguard will make his way out of the area, but only just, and we can then select our fiber wire. We're going to pounce on the young lady and give her a bad day, and we are going to very quickly deposit her in the dumpster provided before her potential boyfriend turns around and spots us. So one target down, we're now going to make our way over into the garden party area, or the garden show, and over here by the portaloos, our next target should be just coming into view. There he is. So we're going to throw our briefcase over by the shredder. That will get our target's attention, and when he comes over to investigate, we can then approach him from behind, we can render him unconscious, and we can very quickly and quietly deposit him in the shredder provided, and we can then turn it on, and he can do his part by helping to fertilize the grass. So 2 targets down, we're going to retrieve our briefcase. We're going to make our way around towards the greenhouse where our final 3 targets are all located. Now I'm just going to stop right by one of these hedges here, pull out my silenced pistol, and our target is in the greenhouse, and in a moment she is going to move directly underneath one of the bird cages. It is the one that's furthest away from us, but we have a moment or two to line up our shot, which I need to do very carefully, and once our target moves under the bird cage, we can then drop that onto her head and eliminate her in a falling object accident. We're going to make our way around past the hedges and into the bushes here, where we will encounter our next target, currently looking at the lethal frogs. We're going to remove our sword from the briefcase, attack our target because he somehow managed to see us. I have no idea how he managed that. We were moving quietly. We're going to drag his body into the bushes provided. We're going to drop our sword as we don't need that anymore, and we are going to retrieve our briefcase as we do need that. Our final target is currently out on the moors here, having a small chat with a young maid. While we wait for that conversation to play out, we're going to grab the boat keys from the workbench behind them, and when that conversation plays out, the young maid will come and sit over by the bench here, and our target will move over to the left to a rock. Once the maid is sat down in the bench, we are going to drop our briefcase within her line of sight. She will get distracted and she will move that away, and while she is doing that, our target here will finish up staring at that rock, and he will make his way over to the moors And once he gets there, all we have to do is give him a nice little gentle nudge. See, the fishes wanted to say hello, mate. Go and give him a handshake. And we are 5 targets down. So with all 5 targets down, all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape. And as we have the boat keys and it is the only exit, that's the exit we are going to be taking. So there we go, one more subscriber contract taken care of, and we get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We met our objectives and we get a silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.